today's video, I wanted to tell you about some of my paranormal experiences. I have a lot. The house that I used to live in before I lived in this one, I have no doubt in my mind that it was haunted. I have tons of paranormal stories, so if you like these ones, let me know and I can tell you some more. Just to clarify, all of these stories took place at my mom's house where I used to live with my mom, my dad and my little sister. Okay, so this first story is about the man on the stairs. So me and my sister were kind of rebels, and on a school night my parents would go to bed about 10 p.m. Me and my little sister would stay up and watch the American Dad and Family Guy marathon, which lasted from like midnight until 2 a.m. I think. And every time we'd be sat on the sofa, and from where we were we would be able to see the TV and then a mirror, a huge massive mirror next to the TV. Through that mirror we could see onto the stairs that led from the bottom hallway up to the top hallway of my house. So every night I would be able to see, out of the corner of my eye at first, a shadowy figure stood on the stairs. He was like quite well built, he would wear a suit and he had like a little black, like a bowler hat, and I'd see him and then I'd look and he'd be gone. This happened all the time. And then whenever we'd like finished watching TV and we were going up to bed at like 2 a.m, 3 a.m, I'd walk past that spot on the stairs where I saw him, and I'd get this horrible feeling, like pins and needles, just not nice at all. It was really creepy. I was sat with my sister one night and we were watching this marathon, and she said to me, "Hey, can you go upstairs and get my charger from my room?" And I said, "Well, why don't you go get it?" And she said, "Because I'm scared of the man on the stairs." And I was like, "What do you mean, the man on the stairs?" And she said, "In that mirror right next to the TV, the one that you can see the stairs through, I can see a man in a suit stood on the stairs and he's scaring me." Bear in mind, my sister's not a kid, like she's only 2 years younger than me. This only happened like 3 or 4 years ago. It wasn't like we were little kids. We were teenagers. Since then, my sister has had a kid and my older sister also has had a kid. My older sister's kid, sometimes she stays overnight. She doesn't do this anymore. She used to do it when she was really young. She'd walk out into the hall, look at the exact spot where me and my little sister would see the man on the stairs, and she would just stare at it, dead on. And we would try and talk to her and we'd be like, "What are you looking at?" And she would not respond. She just stared at that spot on the stairs, and it is creepy. Oh, I scared myself. So this next story, I was the only person that saw this paranormal activity, but since me telling my family about this story, they have also seen this happen in that house. I was in the house completely on my own. I was in the kitchen, probably making some food because that's what I do. Now our kitchen's very small, and I was right next to the door. I could see something moving in the gap. So I look over and I see an old woman. Now, my house, we didn't have many guests at all, and if we did have guests, they would always be family. There would never be like random people in my house I didn't know who were. I see this old woman. The only way I can describe her is she looked wooden. So like her skin, she looked like she was made of wood. So because I'm socially awkward and I didn't know what to do, I just said, "I'm sorry," and then I started tidying up really quickly. I look back. She didn't just disappear. She faded away. I kid you not. She faded away in front of my eyes, and I was screaming. I did not know what to do. This woman was in my house. She faded away right in front of my eyes. I didn't know what to do. I wait till my family gets home. I think my sister came home first, and I was telling my sister and I was saying, "I just saw a woman in our house. She looked like she was made of wood, like a puppet. She looked like a puppet, and she just faded away in front of my eyes." So she was like, "Okay, let's not stay in this house right now because I'm gonna die." And so we left. We just walked like 5 minutes into town. So we were in town And I was explaining it again because she kept saying to me, what do you mean she looked like she was made of wood? And I was saying, she looked like Pinocchio. She looked like she was made of wood. We turn a corner in my street. I kid you not. I saw the wooden woman. I saw her with my own eyes in the street. I said to my sister, that is the wooden woman. That's the woman I saw. My sister turns her head to look at the wooden woman. Bear in mind, when I was like yelling, that's the wooden woman to my sister, the wooden woman didn't look at me at all. She was just staring straight ahead. As soon as my sister turned her head and looked at her, the wooden woman turned her head, looked directly at my sister, smiled like this, and fucking waved at her. I crapped my pants. My sister was screaming. I was screaming. She didn't know who that woman was. She'd never seen her in her life. I didn't know who that woman was. I'd only seen her in the house like 10 minutes ago. It was the scariest thing in the world. I don't know what to think. Those stories terrify me. Let me know what you think. I have so many paranormal stories. If you want to hear any more, let me know. I have stories about my grandma died and phone calls are being made from her house. I have stories about the time my dad says that he saw Slender Man. If you want to hear any of these stories, just let me know because I really need to share them with someone before I go crazy. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it so I know if I should be making these kind of videos. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm terrified now. Thanks for watching.